Welcome back to News Geelong, as it's time for the world of Geelong sport and the one and only Flying Hawk, Nathan Curry. Good evening, Nathan.
Thank you very much, Rollo. Well, I'm down here at Eastern Beach for the 2011 Jayco Bay Classic as the cyclists go right past me right now. And first of all, in Sports Night, Gavin White brings us all the latest action from World Series sprint cars.
Under brilliant skies here at Avalon, Mayolo and Rowett, two South Aussies, getting it on. Not in a literal sense, in a sprint car way. Madsen. Oh, Stark is gone. We're red. Yeah, can't complain about that one, can you, Heinzie? Jamie Stark, unfortunately, has upended the number 72. And that will bring us under red. Brian Mann, oh no! Brian Mann together with Eagle. And it's a huge, huge crash. Brian Mann and Ryan Davis together with Matt Eagle. Make sure you're up on your feet and making plenty of noise. One more time, come on, turn one, let's hear you guys up there. Oh, it's nearly in some trouble as far. Tries to get him on the bottom. James McFadden working the high line. We're upside down. It's Carl Dowling. I think it's the West Aussie 87 car of Carl Dowling. Goes the inside on Murcott. Oh, Dubsy and Vogels. Oh, we're going yellow. One lap to go. David Murcott. What a drive tonight at Avalon. Heads towards turn 3 and 4. David Murcott wins at Avalon Raceway, Lara. Second is Tuttle.
Just happy to get the win, you know, won the start there, and that was pretty important. And yeah, we just kept all the lap cars, as many as we could in between me and whoever was running second, and come home with a win at our home track, so we're pretty happy with that. Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much, Gavin. Well, next up in News Geelong Sport, I had the pleasure of catching up with the Jayco Bay Classic event director, John Trevorrow, to find out what he thought of this year's event. John, are you happy with how the event's gone? How does it stack up to previous ones?
Oh, look, I think people are getting sick of me saying every year for 22 years this is the best one ever, but it really is the best one ever. I mean, 20 elite teams with some of the best riders in the world. Alan Davis, you know, Commonwealth Games road champion, said this is the best criterium field ever assembled on the planet. So that's coming from him, that's pretty good.
That must mean a lot to you when someone like a world-class cyclist says something about your event.
Oh, very much so. And the crowds have been enormous. The media coverage has been sensational. So, yeah, we're over the moon.
This is the second year of the 4-day event. Are you happy with how that's going?
Yeah, well, we'd prefer it to be 5. It was been 5 for quite a few years, but we got forced into having to take a day off because of the change of dates on the international calendar, with the Tour undergoing earlier and the national championships. Having to fit all the events in meant we had to last year go down to 4, and it's 4 again, but it hasn't seemed to have harmed the event in any way.
Well, it returned to Port Arlington on Monday. Was that a successful return?
Very much so. A few challenges because they had a road change and they built a park. So they put us a 3-metre venue through the park, but that had a couple of little challenges. But we got it working, and it was ended up being a fantastic day.
What did the cyclists think of the tougher Port Arlington route?
Well, I don't know that it's tougher because they're always going up that hill, but the racing was even faster, so I suppose that did make it tougher. Poor, of course, Belinda Goss, who was the main challenger to Rochelle Gilmore for the women's title, crashed and has broken a collarbone, so that was really sad to see.
Finally, Amy's ride was on Sunday. How did that go, and will you continue to work with the Amy Gillett Foundation?
Oh, yes. Well, you know, tragically, Amy Gillett was killed in 2005 over in Germany in a training incident just before a big bike race. I was over there at the Tour de France at the time, and we were all affected by it, of course. And when I came back and Simon Gillett started the foundation, I suggested that we do this ride as part of... I was looking at doing a ride anyway, and so let's call it Amy's Ride. And that's grown now 6 years, and it's been a wonderful event. And I thought this year's was the best. Yeah, we'll continue.
Well, that's it for me tonight. I'll be back on Friday night, but until then, it's back to you, Rollo.
Thank you, Nathan. See you again on Friday night for another pulsating sports report. And now to Mother Nature and the all-important weather over the coming days. as we are joined for the first time in 2011 by our sparkling Lani Salathiel. Good evening, Lani. Give us the good news about our Geelong weather.
Thanks, Graham. Well, it is good to be back in 2011. I hope you all had a fabulous Christmas and a very good New Year and New Year's Eve partying. I'm sure you all did. Let's take a look at the forecast, and it is good news about the weather. Some hot weather on the way. Starting with tomorrow, a mostly sunny day with a maximum of 28 around Geelong. For Friday, a maximum of 37, warming up a lot. A mostly sunny day also. For the weekend, Saturday, a maximum of 30. A cloudy day, some isolated showers from the morning. Also the chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening around Geelong. For Sunday, we're looking at a top of 23, a partly cloudy day. For next week, Monday, 24 degrees, partly cloudy, some isolated showers during the morning due in Geelong. And for Tuesday, 25, partly cloudy, some isolated showers also around. Today we had a maximum of 20 in Geelong, a partly cloudy day. Around Geelong and the Surf Coast today, Aireys Inlet had a top of just 17 and Avalon a top of 20. So warming up a little bit for the beachgoers that are still lucky enough to be on holidays. Graham, that's the weather until Friday.
Thank you, Lani. See you again on Friday night. And thank you for being with us on News Geelong this Wednesday evening. Remember, take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team at News Geelong, you have a very pleasant evening and a very good night.